Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pro Data Analytics. In today's video, we are going to build a simple calculator using Python. This is one of the best beginner projects because it helps you understand some of the most important Python concepts, including functions, loops, conditional statements, user input, and exception handling. By the end of this video, you will not only know how to build the calculator, but also understand how every line of code works. So let's start with our first Python project, that is a calculator app that we are building. Okay, so here you can see I have added 4 functions: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let's see first def add a comma b. So here the keyword def is used to define function. Inside the parentheses we have 2 parameters, a and b. This represents the 2 numbers that the user wants to calculate. The statements return a plus b adds the 2 numbers and sends the result back to the place where the function is called. For example, if we add a 10 and b 20, it will return 30. Okay. So instead of writing addition logic again and again, we simply create once and use it whenever we need it. And the same subtraction multiplication function works. And let's see how division function works. So here, before dividing, we first check whether the second number is 0 or not. Why? Because dividing any number by 0 is not allowed and would crash our program. So if the user enters 0 instead of generating an error, we display a friendly message: error division by 0. Otherwise, Python performs the division normally. This is called input validation, and it's considered a good programming practice. Okay, next we will come to the show menu. So here our display menu will show when we run the code. Okay, the menu looks like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and exit. Using function keeps our code clean because we can display the menu whenever we need it by simply calling this show menu function. Right. So let's see the next main part of our program, that is while loop. So this creates an infinite loop. That means the calculator keeps running continuously until the user decides to exit. Every time the loop starts, the menu is displayed. Then the program waits for the user's choice. The next condition is if choice is equal to 5. The user selects option 5, the program will print exiting the calculator, goodbye. Then we use break. The break statement immediately stops the loop and ends the program. The validating the choice. So next we check the validating our numbers. Okay, this means the program only accepts menu options 1 and 4 as a valid calculator operations. If the user enters anything else like 8 or hello, the program displays an error message asking them to select a valid option. Reading numbers. If the user selects a valid operation, we ask for 2 numbers. Okay, that is enter first number and enter second number. So we are here taking as a float value. Okay, float function converts the user's input into a decimal numbers. This allows the calculator to work with both integers like 10 and decimal value like 10.75. The next is exception handling. So now let's talk about one of the most useful feature in Python. Try. Python tries to execute the code inside this block, but what happens if the user types ABC instead of number? Normally the program would crash. To avoid that, we use exception value error. If the invalid value is entered, Python jumps directly to this block. It prints invalid input. Please enter the valid number. Right? So then we use continue. The continue statement skips the remaining code and start the next loop iteration, allowing the program to continue running smoothly. So let's see how this operation works. Finally, based on the user choice, we call the corresponding function. If the user selects 1, we execute add number here, add number 1 comma number 2. Like similarly, the result is then displayed using the f string like. So this prints calculated results in a clean and readable format. Right? Conclusion. And that's it. Congratulations. You have built your first Python calculator. In this project, you learned right? So if we run this code, so as you can see, the first we got is the first menu function that we got, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exit. So next it will ask for enter your choice, right? So if we select 1, so it will ask for enter first number, right? So let's say 10, again 20, it will result is 30, and again it will display our menu function, right? Because we called show menu whenever this code runs, right? So it will run infinitely. What if we write, if we choice, our choice is 5, let's select 5, say the exiting the calculator, goodbye. So now the display function is, the show menu function is not called here, right? So congratulations, you have built your first Python calculator. In this project you learn how to create and use functions, how to work with loops, how to use conditional statement, how to accept user input, how to handle errors with try and accept, how to organize code into reusable functions. These are some of the most important Python concepts you will use in almost every project. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you can never miss upcoming Python projects. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.